You may have never seen one of these before. This is a condom. They are used to help prevent pregnancy and STDs during penetrative sex. The reason you may have never seen one of these is because the Utah State Board of Education does not allow them to be mentioned in their curriculum. This is because in Utah, abstinence-only sex education is the only type of sex education taught. Basically, delusional prudes believe that,
"Oh laddie, we've got an issue with teen pregnancy on our hands, best just pretend it doesn't exist and it is sure to go away."
And such. Safe sex is not taught in sex education. Instead, we are told that the only way to be sure that you can have safe sex is to simply not have it. However, this is not the case, as you will learn in this presentation. Don't worry, there will not be any hands-on demonstrations. Note, some people in Utah have gone as far as to try and ban sex education in Utah entirely. One example of this is Bill HB 363, sponsored by a royal twat called Bill Wright. If the bill passed, schools would, quote, be banned from providing instruction on sexual intercourse, homosexuality, contraceptive methods and sexually transmitted diseases. On top of all this, sex ed in Utah does not educate on abortion. Although this topic is controversial, I am sure we can all agree that being educated on something that can give a pregnant teen a second chance at not being responsible for a child is both good for the teen and the state of Utah. Teenage motherhood often leads to homelessness, whether that be the teen themselves or the family of the teen. Utah is already struggling with an always growing homeless population. On the topic of teen pregnancy, I am going to teach you about different methods of contraception. Of course we have the condom, which is 85% effective if used carelessly and 95% effective when used carefully. Eve will show us how to use one of those.
Take it out of the wrapper, penis, stick it on, hold it on, like so.
Yeah!
And there you have it, a condomized penis.
Next, we have the pill. The contraceptive pill is prescribed and taken daily by women. It is 95% effective. After that comes the U. Pills provide no protection against STIs, but are 99% effective in regards to preventing pregnancy. If by chance you have used all of these and still end up pregnant/getting someone pregnant, there is always emergency contraception. These are only for use when absolutely necessary, not as a normal means of contraception. They are 95% effective when used within 24 hours and less than 50% effective when used after 3 days of conception. There are many more methods of contraception, but these are some of the more common ones. Our next topic is on an organization which is an amazing resource to have available to us. I will hand the microphone over to Hannah Beth to talk with Planned Parenthood about what they have to offer. Planned Parenthood are doing the right things. Sex is something that needs to be talked about openly. We all need proper education on it, or else it is very easy for big mistakes to be made. Abstinence-only sex education is unrealistic and dangerous, which we believe is a major social issue with our school system. Of course, the topic of sex education is much broader than what we have discussed in this video, but that is the job of the school system to teach. This is why we need to change the way things are.